Hey there, this is Arthur Hill, CMT, and I've got a really good chart for you today. It is Amgen, and it is breaking out. And not only is it breaking out, but I want to show you a tell that we had in late July and early August that foreshadowed that breakout. Let's take a look. So when I was putting this together, I kept thinking of Rudyard Kipling's poem where he says, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs. And with a stock, you can say, if a stock is holding its lows when others are breaking, and the stock is breaking out when others are not, we need to pay attention. All right, so on this chart, we've got SPY, which represents the market. We've got XLV, which represents the healthcare sector. We've got XBI, which is the biotech industry group, and we've got Amgen. Now on the charts, I've got two lines here in July and August. The first one marks that July high. That's the red line you can see on all four charts there. And then we have a blue line that shows a move lower there in July and August. So SPY moved lower, XLV moved lower, XBI moved lower. All three of these moved lower. But look at Amgen. It moved higher during this period. So that was the first tell. The market, the sector, the industry group were moving lower, and Amgen started moving higher with a higher low. And then you can see there's no breakout here with the rebound we had last week in SPY or XLV or XBI, but there is in Amgen. So we see Amgen holding up better on the decline and leading with a breakout on the rebound. And we had a similar situation in May. You had Amgen with a slightly higher low there when the other three had lower lows. And then Amgen was the first to break out there in early June. That was another tell for relative strength. Now let's look at the Amgen chart itself. The first thing we can see is we had a big move up from the October 2016 low all the way to that November 2018 high, 125 to 205 roughly. A couple of corrections along the way that were playable, and then we had what looks like a big correction. And why do I think that's a big correction? Well, if you look at it, it's like two big steps up and one step back. You can see we retraced 50% of the prior advance with that decline back to the 165 area. So this was in a corrective mode here when it was in this falling channel. And a falling channel or a falling wedge is also typical for a corrective pattern. So you can see here we got a big surge there in June. We got a pullback in July. And then over the last 2 weeks, we've had a clear breakout above resistance. And if you look at volume, you can see it was the highest since January. So this looks like a pretty bullish move for Amgen. Now we have two levels to watch going forward. The breakout zone around 185, 186 turns first support. So sometimes you get a little throwback to that breakout zone, and that offers a second chance to partake if the stock continues higher. Now, as far as the overall trend is concerned, I think this low or these July lows here hold the key. If you move below these lows, then you have to reassess this bullish assessment. So there you have it. Thanks very much for watching. And remember, you can follow me on Twitter @ArthurHill. Have a great day.